Hey guys, sorry it's been such a long time since I've had an update, but I wanted to show you some of the progress I've had here at the cabin. You can see behind me, obviously I've been doing some work and trying to get in here as much as I can, even in the winter. But me and Bandit been doing our best, and I'll give you a walkthrough here of the progress. So you can see I redid this side of the exterior, and that was so I could put this sliding door in. I got a really good deal on this sliding door. Someone had ordered it for a project and they had the wrong side opening for their application, so it was brand new and they just basically gave it to me. I gave them $100 and picked it up, and that was that. So brand new sliding door. I need to get a screen panel for it, but that's it. And then because that was flange mounted, had the nailing flange on it, I redid the sheathing and redo the siding on this. I haven't decided exactly what I'm gonna do. I might do I'm probably just gonna do the same as this, vertical shiplap, and see if I can try to match this finish. But eventually there's going to be a deck here, just a small deck, and then stairs built in, so the deck will go over to the side of the door and then allow me to have steps kind of out in this area, and then that'll be my entrance to the cabin. So I've got some building material trash piled up here, so I can load that up in the spring with a trailer and bring it to the dump. I've got my wood stove is going on the inside with the 6-inch metal bestis pipe, triple wall insulated on the outside, and then of course the through the wall flange, all that stuff. Bandit thinks we're going for a walk. It's what he thinks, but I'm going to show you guys and then we might go for a little walk. New windows again, just kind of waiting on figuring out what I'm going to do with this siding before I trim them out. I really like this, the way this is weathered, and a lot of it's in pretty good shape. Just got down at the bottom here, you can see where the water was splashing up, so I'm going to do some sort of trim on the bottom here, maybe some metal, and cut that out and then flash it into the rest of the siding. But I haven't gotten there yet. It's weather tight for now, so we'll go inside. So it's about 20 degrees outside right now, and I've got a fire going. It's pretty warm in here. This fire, once it gets going, keeps the cabin pretty toasty, especially the room where I'm going to sleep is upstairs there. So the heat goes right up there. It's perfect. So you can see I've insulated and air sealed as best I can. This cabin's never going to be completely airtight, and quite honestly I don't want it to be, because then we're going to have issues. But what I have used is this membrane material, and this is called tuck tape with a T. So it's made for sealing barriers like this. So what the membrane material does, from what I've researched, is it's an air barrier in the sense that it's not going to let drafts and air through the walls, but it's going to let any water or moisture or vapor that gets into the wall cavity to escape. And they call it a smart vapor barrier. A lot of vapor barriers are smart, so Actually, one of the best, if you read up on it, is just regular old tar paper. If it gets wet, then it allows itself to dry. But when it's completely dry, it's very secure. The issue with tar paper is that you can't seal it because tape won't stick to it. A lot of sealants won't stick to it because of the asphalt in it. And it also only comes in 3-foot rolls. And so you really can't get a good seal with it. So what this vapor barrier does is it allows you to, it comes in 10-foot rolls. So this is 10-foot walls. It goes, I didn't have to trim it at all. It's perfect. It goes straight from the top to the bottom. And then you can seal it with this tuck tape, or you can use what's called acoustical sealant, which is just basically a caulk material that seals it, and also keeps it it stays pliable, so it doesn't get brittle and crack, and it lasts a long time. So you can see this is kind of where I haven't finished, and the biggest reason is because I haven't decided what I'm going to do with this wall, and I'm going to change that window out, and this is where the bathroom is going to end up. So there's a lot of stuff going on here that I haven't had figured out. I'm going to have a wire chase there, so that wire goes, it's 8-gauge wire from my generator, or it is a generator input that goes to my inverter that's upstairs. But you can see this side is also insulated, except for that window, of course, also is gonna get replaced. So that's not a real stained glass, that's just a I don't know, like a hobby craft. It's made of plastic pieces, so it looks nice, but it has some damage. There's some water intrusion at the top that I need to repair, so that window is getting replaced. And I haven't quite decided what it's getting replaced with, but that's why I haven't finished that area. So we'll go upstairs. So I'll show you, this is kind of the only attic area, so that goes up to that cupola, and the cupola is going to be insulated, and it was spray foamed the same as these ceilings were. So the roof of the cupola is spray foamed now, but I don't have the walls insulated. But what I did do is put some rigid insulation in those cavities and then air sealed the sides. So you cut that insulation a little bit small, and then you seal the sides with spray foam. So that's actually an air barrier there. And this is 2x6, so R23. That's what all my walls are. Rockwool insulation. So I'm gonna put rockwool up there, and that'll be my kind of attic insulation. Even though the cupola will be insulated, that'll be an added layer of protection. And then this, where this ladder goes up, that hatch opens and closes, so I can decide. The nice thing about the cupola is that it acts as kind of natural air cooling or recirculation, especially in the summer. You can open that hatch and the hot air from the building will rise up through it, because the cupola will be hotter with the windows than the rest of the building, so there'll be some natural airflow there. And then in the winter I can close it. I'm gonna have a ceiling fan up here so that some heat gets comes up from the downstairs and gets trapped up in this little kind of half attic area. And I'm gonna have that so that the heat can recirculate from the attic fan, basically. Not an attic fan, but just a regular ceiling fan. This will be kind of the room that I'll sleep in. You can see for now I just have a little cot there, and that will be where I sleep. And like I said, the wood stove's right below us, so that heat comes right up here, and the downstairs can actually sometimes be chilly, but because the hot air comes up here, this is closed cell spray foam, and some people have concerns about that as far as moisture issues, and what if your roof leaks, you can't tell. And I redid the roof already, and I think I did a pretty good job, and I took a bunch, it was, you know, as many months before I had the spray foam installed so I can inspect the deck of the roof and make sure there were no leaks, and there weren't. So I'm not too concerned about that. I'll keep an eye on it. The truth of the matter is this building probably isn't going to last forever, and eventually I'll consider building a new house on this property. And so for now, I'd like this to last, you know, I'd like it to last 20 years at least, and we'll see. I think we're in pretty good shape for that. Some more on these outside walls, air sealing, you can see. So again, this is the vapor barrier, R23 insulation. We have the tuck tape here, and then you can kind of see up here where I had to attach this vapor barrier to the spray foam. So I used, it's a company called Sika, S-I-K-A. They make some products. One of their more popular ones is called Sika Flex. But this is their insulation caulk, or I forget what they call it, but it's actually a nice, very nice product. It's made to stick to insulation board and closed cell spray foam just like this, and it acts like an acoustical sealant in the sense that it seals, but it never fully cures. So it's made to attach to difficult materials, which is exactly what spray foam and rigid foam board is. And that is in that peak there what I have holding that vapor barrier in. And then of course this is there's no batteries in here now. I took them out because they're not supposed to get super cold. So before I had the building insulated pretty well, it would get below freezing in here if I didn't have a fire going, and I took them out, but they'll be installed again. I haven't decided if this is the ultimate final resting place for that. That box is pretty big, not a ton of room, but it might end up living down here with my solar inverter. So the solar panels obviously come in, they feed that inverter, and then that inverter has wires that go to that battery box, and then the rest of that goes to my power panel for the rest of the house. It all works just fine. I just don't have my batteries in right now, so it's kind of dormant. And then this is kind of the other side of the upstairs. Same thing. Piece together some of that membrane material to act as a vapor barrier, and these windows are new. Those are placed, these stained glass windows here, and I'm gonna see if I can sell those, or if someone will be interested in those. The glass, most of it's pretty nice. There's some issues with it, but they're not perfect. But the problem with those windows is they're fixed. They wouldn't open. And I want there to be opening windows up here so that I can get a cross breeze, but also if there was a case where you had to escape the building. This is a pretty high drop actually, but better than being fixed windows here. So that's kind of where we are with the cabin. Give you guys an update and see what you think. And if you have any ideas or recommendations, please let me know. I'd like to get some more content up. It's just difficult to do the filming and the work and, you know, all the things that I'm doing every day. So hopefully we can get some more stuff going, and let me know, you know, do you want to see videos of me just doing work and not talking, or what types of things people like? So thanks for watching.